Hello everyone and welcome back to another strength workout with Cult Home. I'm your coach Nitish Balal and I'm here with another legs dumbbell only workout for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys are excited. We need a mat, a dumbbell, a water bottle and a hand towel just to wipe that sweat off. We're going to do an amazing leg workout today. Without further ado, let's get straight into the warm-up. Okay, like I always do, we are going to do a lot of squats today. So we like to open up our hip joint, specifically the groin area, so that whenever you are going down into a squat, you want the knees to open up equally and feel good comfort and freeness in your hips, right? So the first movement that we are going to do is basically called the weighted hip opener, right? For this, what I want you to do is sit down on your knee with one leg. The toes are going to be pointing backwards. The other leg is going to be at a 90-degree angle, toes pointing again 90-degree at an L-shaped angle. All right. Grab the dumbbell in your arms and all you have to do is rock back and forth for 30 seconds. All right. Let's go. Simple. Get into a position. While you do this, the only thing that you have to focus on is feel a good stretch in your adductors here. This is going to help you open up your hips really well and is going to help you feel and do a much better squat during the workout. Specifically, it will help you today because we are going to be doing unilateral movement. We are going to be doing single arm squat. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging on your hip because of the position. And 3, 2, 1 and switch. Keep the dumbbell down. Switch your legs. Opposite leg at 90-degree and go again 30 seconds. Yeah, like I was saying, we're going to be doing some single arm squats, and because one side of your body is going to be holding some weight and the other side is not, your natural position of the hip is going to shift a little bit, and that can be detrimental if your body and hips are not warmed up very well. So we are making sure that the hip joint is nice and easy to move, so that even though we are putting load on one side, it'll be fine. And 3, 2, 1 and rest. Excellent. Okay, so first things first, we tried and focused on our adductors, opened up nicely. If we try and squat for a few reps and see, feels a much better squat. Okay, now along with this, whenever we do any lower body movement, we also want to make sure that our hamstrings and glutes are really nice and warm. For that, what we are going to do is a basic glute and hamstring activation exercise, your bird dog. Okay, for that I want you to get down on your knees. Again, knees under your hips, palms under your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not rounded, they are in a nice position. They shouldn't be like this, in a relaxed position inside the socket. From here, you're going to take the opposite arm and the opposite leg, extend all the way up and then back down. Opposite arm, opposite leg, all the way up and back down. One thing that you want to make sure while you're doing your bird dog is don't keep the pelvis way too extended. In fact, squeeze your butt to form that natural structure of your spine and then go for your bird dog. Extend all the way forward, elbows locked out, knees should not be bent. Squeeze your butt and back. We're going to be doing 30 seconds of this. Let's go. Exhale every time you extend your arm. And keep going. Try and focus on not moving your body way too much. Slowly control and move your arm and leg at the same time. This is going to make sure you're warming up your posterior chain really well. All right. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and done. Excellent. And now, this was again a great exercise for activating your glutes and your hamstrings. Finally, just to give a well-rounded blood flow into the muscles, we're going to be doing some Kang squat. So what is a Kang squat? Stand with your feet as wide as your shoulders, heels exactly under your shoulders, toes pointing slightly outside. You're going to bend down, grab your toes first, get down into a squat. While you get down into a squat, make sure your elbows are comfortably inside your knees. You should not end up doing something like this. Okay, knees should be out. Make sure your knees are in line with your toes, hands on your toes. While you stand up, raise your hips up, stand all the way up. All right, 30 seconds of Kang squats. Let's go. Toes, squat, up and stand. Keep going for 30 seconds. Okay, now while you're doing this, you might feel a specific stiffness in your hamstring. While you go down, it's going to be nice and comfortable. But the moment you raise your hips up, you might not be able to lock your knees, which is absolutely fine. Okay. If you notice, my right knee is much more flexible as compared to my left one. I go down, when I come back here, this is locking, but this is not, because my left hamstring is relatively tighter, and rest. So that's fine, because you will have some kind of an imbalance, and movements like these are going to expose them. The more you're going to do Kang squats, your left hamstring, if there is any imbalance, it's just going to get better and better. All right. Okay. That was first round of our warm-up. Let's do one more. I'm already feeling a good warm blood flow into my muscles, but I think one more round is going to just prep us up for the workout that's going to follow. All right. Weighted hip openers, 30 seconds each side. Let's go. Always just focus on that adductor area. Feel that area stretch whenever you're rocking forward. I can, for instance, feel my stretch here. This is a movement that is ideally done with kettlebells. You use a kettlebell, hold it from its handle, and then do these rocks. But if you don't have, you can always do a makeshift arrangement using your dumbbells as well. And switch. Switch legs. 30 seconds. Let's go. Again, while you're doing this, make sure you're not overdoing. All right, your weight should always be on the knee, and you're pushing forward. While you're pushing forward, you're just distributing the weight between both your feet. Okay, this is going to overall help in improving your squat and just general good hip health as well. It's a great movement. We spend a lot of time sitting. We are anyway doing a lot of pressure on our hips, so this is a great movement for its overall health. And done. Excellent. Okay, so we are done with weighted hip thrust, hip shifts, and now what we are going to do is bird dog. All right, 30 seconds like we discussed. Knees under hips, palms under shoulders, squeeze your butt and go. 30 seconds. Remember, squeeze your butt, lock your knee, lock your elbow and back. Nice and controlled movement. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. Just as simple as that. Keep your butt squeezed in, extend and relax. Keep moving. And 3, 2, 1 and rest. Excellent. Okay, now for the last movement, Kang squats. Like I said, feet as wide as your shoulders, toes pointed outside and go. 30 seconds. Squat, stand, reset. Squat, stand, reset. All right, just keep going for 30 seconds. That's it, guys. Every rep that you do in your warm-up, make sure that you're doing it to get as much blood into the muscles so that you don't have to regret later because of your workout. And that's the end of our warm-up. Excellent job, guys. Just walk around, have some water, wipe the sweat off if you have any. I, for instance, already am sweating. And then we're going to straight move into our workout. Okay, the workout is pretty simple. We are basically doing interval style of training. We are going to be doing 35 seconds of work, 25 seconds of rest, 4 movements, and we're going to be doing 3 sets of that. So it's going to be a 12-minute workout. How we are going to do it is, I'm going to keep it very simple. Okay, everyone, whichever is your favorite side, right? Everybody has a favorite side. You start with your right arm with any movement, you ride with your right arm in generally. Whichever is your favorite side, pick that. Somehow, specifically, I am very particular about starting unilateral movements with my left arm. Even though I am a righty, I write with my right arm. I always start any single arm dumbbell movements with my left arm. I don't know why, but I'm going to start with that. So the first interval, what I'm going to do is a single arm dumbbell squat. I get the dumbbell up onto my shoulders. Other arm is going to go out. Feet just like we did in our squats. And then nice and simple. Inhale while you go down. Exhale while you come up. If you look at it from the side, this is how it looks. Okay, push your hips back, squat down, knees go out and down, back straight when you go into a squat, and stand. Exhale at the top, inhale at the bottom. Grab your dumbbell and try 5 reps on each arm, alright? So while you do this, if you don't know which side is your dominant arm, just see what your body tells you to naturally lift it up just with one arm. That is your dominant side. You can pick that if you want. You can pick the other one as well. I, for instance, I'm going to start off with my left one, and then in my third round, I'll be using it on my right arm. Okay? So, 2 movements, single arm dumbbell squat on your left arm, single arm dumbbell squat on your right arm. Alright? These are 2 movements out of the 4. Now, the remaining 2 are again unilateral, but slightly different in a way, where we are going to be doing single arm suitcase deadlifts. Get your feet as wide as your shoulders, or say slightly wider than your hips but slightly lesser than your shoulders. From there, you're going to hold the dumbbell in one arm. Imagine how you pick up a suitcase or keep it down. You're just going to go down, touch one head to the floor, stand up. Go down, touch one head to the floor, stand up. Have a look at it from the side. Again, push your hips back, make sure your knees are above your heels. Go down, touch the floor, stand back up. Alright? Now, there might be some people, specifically deadlifts are tricky because it depends upon how long your femur is. Alright? If you have a well distributed length of bones, then you're going to find it absolutely fine to do this. If you're relatively longer with your limbs, your back is going to go further down to touch the dumbbells, which is fine. If you're relatively shorter in terms of your femur length, it's going to look more like a squat, which is also fine. As long as you feel your hamstrings when the dumbbell is in contact with the floor, you can feel your hamstrings, you're good to go. Alright? Grab your dumbbell, try 5 reps of suitcase deadlifts on each side. I'm going to try 5 reps on the other side so that you can have a look at it from the front as well. Go down, touch, stand. Go down, touch, stand. Make sure your back is straight throughout the movement and your weight are on your heels throughout the movement. Alright? Go down, touch, and stand. As simple as that. Simple, right? Squat on one arm, deadlift on the same arm, squat on the other arm, deadlift on the same arm, 3 sets. So you are actually doing it 6 times, but you're doing it one arm each side. Okay, so this is how we're going to be doing the workout. It's going to be 12 intervals of 1 minute each. We're going to do 3 sets, 35 seconds work, 25 seconds rest. And how we are going to do it is squat on one arm, deadlift on the same arm, squat on one arm, deadlift on the same arm. Alright? 2 minutes before you can have some water, and that is when we straight away get started with the workout. Alright? Have some water, prep yourself. It looks simple. Simple workouts are the most deceptive. So looking forward to some nasty blood flow into the lower body. Alright. So we're going to slightly crank it up a notch. Because the movements are relatively simple, we are going to focus on 2 things throughout the movement, all those 3 sets. 1, I want you to hold your core tight. How do you hold your core tight? Get your hands on your belly button, take a deep breath in. While you take your deep breath in, your stomach should go out. Exhale and hold this. Hold your stomach there and keep breathing. It will still be able to hold your core. Okay, that is what I want throughout the movement of both these. 2, you're going to control the movement throughout and breathe. Alright, let's get started. Okay, grab your dumbbells. We're going to start off with single arm dumbbell squat. 3 sets, each movement 35 seconds on, 25 seconds on. Starting in 3, 2, 1 and go. Inhale. That's it. Control it. Keep your core tight. Okay, almost there. 20 seconds up. We have 15 more seconds to go. Don't stop in between. Make sure you're moving nice and smooth. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and done. Excellent. While you're done, you can just keep the dumbbell down, take a small break. Okay, we have 25 seconds of rest. Now, because I started with my left arm, I'm going to use the same arm for my deadlifts as well. Okay, core tight, keep breathing throughout the movements. We begin in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. Again, 35 seconds. Touch and stand. Touch and stand. Touch and stand. Keep breathing while you go down. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Keep your core tight. That's it, guys. Touch one head to the floor. If it's getting too much on your lower back, you can take a small break at the top. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. If it gets too challenging, what you can do is come back up, take a small pause, go back down. Okay, you don't have to go fast. Okay, 15 more seconds before we get started with the same movements on the right side now. If you've done it on the right side, it's time for you to move on to the left side. Okay, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep your core tight. Push your knees out. Keep the weight on your heels. And keep moving. That's it. Ten more seconds, guys. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent. Moving good. This is the pace we want to hold, right? We want to move at a sustainable pace, because 35 seconds, it looks like it's just an additional 5 seconds, but we don't notice that we are also cutting down on rest. If you are working for 35 seconds, we are only resting for 25 seconds. Okay, deadlifts. Let's go. As simple as that. See how my back is straight throughout the movement. You want to keep your neck relaxed, right? As if the neck is fixed at your back. Your neck should not be looking down like that, or it should not be looking up like that. In its natural position, go down, come back up. Weight on your heels, core tight. Exhale as you stand up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent job, guys. Like I said, it's going to be a spicy one. 25 seconds of rest is going to take its toll. Okay, what we got to do? 10 seconds before we start our second round. 3, 2, 1, and squat. Focus on one rep at a time. Keep your core tight. As simple as that. Almost there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent job, guys. Just hold on there, hang in there. We're almost there. Keep walking. Catch your breath. And we're going to be starting off with suitcase deadlift soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Just keep moving. It's going to feel more challenging right now because it's getting difficult to breathe. It's going to be tougher to keep your core tight. So you can take a pause at the top and then keep moving. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, guys. Just keep moving. If you feel tired and out of breath, try and walk up and down your mat. It gives you a good distraction from the fatigue, helps you gather your oxygen back and kill it in your next interval. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Go. 1. Keep moving. Look at how my hip goes below my knees, but I'm still maintaining my back's natural spine position. I don't go down and round my back like that, alright? So you don't want to do that. If you end up doing something like that, keep your back position straight, even though you can't go below your hips. And rest. Excellent job, guys. I'm sure it's not easy. Okay. Keep up, keep up, keep up. We're almost at the end of our second round, and we've just got one more round after that, right? In, and let's go. While you're doing suitcase deadlift, it might be common that your body is going to shift towards one side, like my hip is shifting towards my right. I want to focus consciously on keeping my hip in its original position and try and just move the dumbbell. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right? Some small things that when added can make a big difference. Okay, get ready in 10 seconds. We're going to be starting off with our last round. Three, 2, 1, and go. Keep moving. That's it. Exhale every time you stand up. Inhale while you go down. Core tight. Weight on your heels. Back straight. And just keep moving smoothly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job, guys. Keep moving. Catch your breath. That's it. We're almost there. 15 more seconds. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Like I said the last time, focus on keeping your hips in its neutral and natural position. Don't let it slide away. If you want to slow down things, that's fine, but you want to make sure that hips are in great position throughout this movement. Okay, keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, last 2 minutes. We're almost at the end of the workout, guys. 15 more seconds before we get started with our squats. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Grab the dumbbell and go. That's it. Focus on the basics. Core tight, back straight, weight on heels, knees in line with toes, and smooth and consistent breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. For the last round, suitcase deadlifts, and then we come to the end of our main workout. Well, it's not been an easy one, for sure. It surprised us. Okay, let's get it done with in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it, guys. Nice and smooth. Back straight. Weight on your heels. And keep breathing. Go tight. Exhale while you go up. Inhale while you go down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent job. Great one, guys. Just catch your breath. Walk around. It's going to help you recover. And then, once we are ready, we're going to get started with our finisher. Okay, it's again a very simple finisher. It's more to get the muscles activated and get you some good stimulus for your lower body and your core. Alright? Take that sip of water that you just earned, wipe that sweat off, and we'll get started soon. The reason we feel so out of breath whenever we do a lower body workout is practically you're training half the body. And specifically, if you somehow manage to incorporate both your quads and hamstrings, you're technically also training opposing muscle groups. So that is again more effective and it leads to burning more calories. So never miss your lower body sessions. It's very useful. It also helps the release of testosterone in your body, which helps you build muscle in your upper body as well. So never miss lower body workouts. Benefits: you don't end up having chicken legs. 2, you end up having a muscular upper body as well. Okay, now moving on to the finisher. Now it's a lower body workout. Today we're going to be doing legs and we're going to be doing hamstrings. We did a bunch of legs right now. So as a part of the finisher, we have 2 movements and we're going to do it in a Tabata style. We want to keep it short, spicy, quick and fun. Alright, so 20 seconds off, on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds, 2 movements. First movement is a glute bridge walkout. How do you do it? You're going to sit down, in fact lie down. Alright, just a sec. You're going to lie down on the floor, feet close to your body, hands next to your bum. From here, you're going to first raise your hips up and then walk out. So how's that going to look? Just walk out how much you can, go till the end, come back into your glute bridge position. Okay, I want all of you to lie down and try this with me for 1 or 2 laps. All right, lie down, palms on the ground, feet close to your bum, raise your hips up, squeeze your butt and march as much as you can. Try and keep your butt squeezed in throughout the march. That is when this will be useful. And come back. And repeat. And come back. We're going to be doing this for 20 seconds. Every odd interval. Alright? And then every even interval, we are going to be doing V-ups. Simple. You're going to lie down. Arms go back. Legs go up. And then you're going to touch your toes and back. Toes and back. If you find it difficult to touch your fingers to your toes, what you can also do is you can go for alternate leg V-ups. It's going to be slightly more easier than the previous one and it will help you build that strength in your core and your hip flexors to be able to do it together. Alright? Simple 2 movements. Let's get started. Tabata is 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest for 8 rounds. We are doing 2 movements, alternating it between odd and even intervals. First one is a glute bridge walkout. Second one is a V-up. Good to go? Alright, everyone get set. Ready? On your mat. On my count, we begin Tabata in 3, 2, 1 and go. Squeeze your butt and then march. That's it. Keep doing this for 20 seconds and you're going to feel an amazing burn in your hamstrings. I for sure can feel one. Make sure you keep your butt squeezed in, otherwise you're just walking around. with no effect, right? And rest. Excellent. Take a 10-second break and then we move into V-ups. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep moving. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. It's going to be very simple, but it's going to get very spicy. You're going to fire up your hamstrings as well as your core. And go. Glute bridge. And because you don't get enough time in between, it's going to feel even more challenging, right? Keep your butt squeezed in throughout the movement. Nice and simple walk out, followed by a walk in and rest. Okay, get ready. Catch your breath. Let the core relax because during those 20 seconds, it's going to be challenging once again. And go. It's okay if you go slow on your V-ups. The idea is to flex and control the movement. Put your core under some stress and rest. Excellent, guys. We're almost halfway there. We didn't even realize that, right? Just focus on the same way. We're going to hit 4 more intervals and we are good to go. And go. Glute bridge walkout. That's it. Make sure you keep your butt squeezed in and rest. Okay, we've got 3 more intervals left. Very simple. We're going to go ahead with V-ups. Let's go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last 2 intervals, let's make it count. We're going to go for glute bridge walkouts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips up and go. And then crawl back in. Nice and simple. Keep your butt squeezed in. Keep your core tight. Crawl. And walk back in. Right? Last 3 seconds. Let's get 1 rep in. And we are good to go with the glute bridge walkout. For the last interval, we're going to be doing some V-ups. Let's make sure we kill them. And go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job, guys. Excellent job. It was amazing. Felt really good to hit the core in a very controlled manner because while we were doing our glute bridge workout, it was too much on your posterior chain, your glutes, your hamstring. You could feel all the blood flowing in. The next 20 seconds was a good breather when you got to fire up your hip flexors and your core, which was good enough time, but at the same time, you helped the hamstrings rest and recover in between. So a good quick Tabata, effective for a lower body and abs session. Have your water, wipe that sweat off, and I'm going to get started with cool down. Okay, so for a quick recap, we did a legs and abs session today. Try to keep it pretty simple in a way that we use just 2 movements, a squat and a deadlift. We used it in a different way because we wanted to do unilateral movement. So we did single arm squats and single arm deadlifts, effective enough to get a good lower body workout. And then just to add some spice, we did some glute bridge workout because we tend to train our posterior chain lesser as compared to our anterior chain. And then we did some V-ups to again strengthen your midsection, your core, and get a good ab workout done as well. All right. Recovery is extremely important, guys. I keep saying it. Can't stress enough on this. The more you're going to hydrate yourself, the higher are your chances of achieving any fitness goal you have. So never neglect hydration. All right. Okay, let's get started with our stretching cool down. I want you to first get down on your knees. Nice and simple. Get your ankles behind and stay. Okay, in this position, the idea is to hold a bridge so that you can actually stretch your quads and your hip flexors, right? So for this, there are multiple variations, but this I feel is something that's very good because it helps you progress from the easier variation to the harder variation in a much effective way. All right. So I want you to get your hands behind your shoes, palms on the ground, toes pointing backwards, knees pointing forwards. From here, you're going to roll your shoulders back, squeeze your butt and raise your hips up. Hold this position for 60 seconds. I'm going to ask you to change to something slightly more challenging in 20 seconds. All right, let's go. Nice. Let's hold it. While you're holding this position, make sure you keep your neck relaxed. Squeeze your butt as hard as you can and raise the hips up. That's going to help you in feeling an amazing stretch right here in your hip flexor. This is something that gets tight even through sitting throughout the day on a chair. So most of us have desk jobs and this is something that is always a concern for us, right? Okay, 20 seconds are up. What I want you to try and do is keep the hip just like you did. I just want you to go down slowly and see if you can get your elbows down on the floor. You can hold your shoes if you want to gain some support, but stay here again. Keep your butt squeezed in, hips locked, raised up, neck relaxed. This is going to stretch it even more further. Hold it. We've got 15 more seconds left. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Great stretch for your quads and your hip flexors. Now we are going to do something for our glutes. All right. For the glutes, what we are going to do is we are going to sit down in the 90-90 position. Like we always do, one of my favorite stretches for my glute. I like to sit down in the 90-90 position because it gives me a slightly better stretch. From here, I'm going to bend down, try and touch my chin to the floor. I can't. I can already feel a stretch in my glute. I'm going to stand up, switch. Okay. Again, I'm going to repeat the same thing here. Go down. Ideally, I would want my chin to touch the floor, but I can already feel a stretch. So I'm going to come back and switch. We're going to be repeating this for 60 seconds. All right, just go down. Once you're done, come back up. What you can do is when you go down, you can hold the stretch for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That will feel you much better. Go down, hold 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay. Go down. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Keep going. Halfway through. While there are a lot of other glute stretches available, I specifically like this one because I also feel it gives me a good stretch in my adductors as well. The moment I bend down, it's forcing my adductors to stretch as well at the same time. And specifically because of this twist, it gives good lubrication to my hip joint. And because I have an imbalance in my hip, this stretch feels much better to me than the regular conventional ones. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent. Okay, last stretch for the day. We've did some hamstring exercises as well. Glute bridge workout, suitcase deadlift. So what we're trying to do is we're going to be doing downward dog to cobra transitions for a minute just to stretch our hamstring and to get some good health for our spine. Okay. So for downward dog to cobra, want you to get into a high plank. From here, move into a downward dog, get the heels down on the floor, press your chest as much as you can. Smoothly flow by body weight, get into a cobra and then back, shoulders up, curve your back, go back into a downward dog, and you're going to keep doing this for 60 seconds. Nice and slow. Let your spine spend some time in each position. It's going to help you. Excellent job, guys. Use this time as meditation as well. This is going to just help you connect with your inner self. Our body is meant for movement, right? Our ancestors didn't have a desk job. So by evolution, we are meant to move. We are meant to hunt. So the moment you're going to give your body some kind of movement, it always has a therapeutic effect to it. Okay, keep moving, hold it, last rep. Excellent job, guys. Lovely. Great killer workout for your lower body. I specifically loved it because of its simplicity, but still being spicy enough that it gets a good workout in, right? So like I said, great legs workout. Hydrate yourself well, sleep well, because recovery is also equally important as much as your exercise. So is your nutrition. So keep check on eating more whole processed foods. Try and avoid sugar and consume a lot of fruits and vegetables, and that should be good enough to take care of your health. All right. Stay fit, stay healthy, hydrate well, sleep well, recover well, and until then, I'll see you on the other side with another dumbbell only strength workout. This is Coach Nitish signing off. But before we do, let's do the ritual. We know at the end of 3, 2, 1 what we're going to say. Because we did a leg workout, I would like to jump up high into a star jump and then take any pose that I would like. You guys can pick whatever you want to do. Get ready on my count. 3, 2, 1. We are Cult!
For more workout videos, download the CultFit app now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.